Adam Levine, the vocalist of Maroon 5, has rocked a variety of looks throughout the years. He frequently begins a new season of The Voice with a completely different hair color and a new tattoo. He was one of the initial 4 coaches to help begin the popular NBC singing competition, but what about the early days? Although Levine doesn't appear to have aged a day, much less a decade, it's amazing to realize how much he's changed when looking at photos from 2011. Levine's hair is his natural dark brown color in a picture from The Voice Season 1, and he has a flawless 5 o'clock shadow. It's also clear that he has no ink on his neck or upper chest. Since then, he's had quite the tattoo adventure. "I'm kind of done with the pain. I've softened," he told TOBA in July 2025 after putting pictures of his arms, back, stomach, and chest on display. "I now think, this hurts so bad whenever I get a tattoo. As in, what's wrong? We're finished." However, a few months later, he revealed a completely different image on the back of his neck, one of the few remaining areas of his skin. He made the picture eerily lovely by adding roses over a frightening reaper. Check it out here. In a 2025 interview with NBC Insider, Levine reflected on the evolution of the show, saying, "It used to just be kind of crazy. We resembled something like the Rolling Stones. It resembled anarchy. CeeLo Green, the coach, had a bird. We resembled a punk rock group. Looking back, it was crazy. It was completely out of control. Nowadays, things are simply tamer. I know that sounds really strange, but the overall atmosphere and the effectiveness of the show have become really pleasant," Levine continued. "It has just changed in a positive way, becoming more efficient and somewhat calm. That may sound dull, but it's actually rather amazing, and I'm incredibly proud. No one really understood what to anticipate when The Voice made its debut. Although the show promised something different from the typical singing competitions, viewers were surprised by how soon it would produce both music stars and style icons. And Adam Levine was at the heart of it all. Since the first episode of Season 1 of The Voice, Adam Levine has been more than just a coach. He had a complete presence when he came. Although Maroon 5 had previously established his musical credentials, his appearance, demeanor, and easy charm drew many audiences right away. His distinctive stubble and precisely flipped hair were among the most talked about aspects of his look. It wasn't really dramatic or stylized. To him, it was confident, effortless, and totally real. One of the show's signature images from its early seasons was that combo. A new face for a new type of show. The Voice's first goal was to differentiate itself from conventional reality contests. The show focused on mentorship and singing talent, rather than ostentatious displays and critical criticism. The series' tone was greatly influenced by the coaches, and Adam Levine quickly rose to prominence as one of its most well-known characters. Adam's appearance on Season 1 felt natural and unforced, in contrast to many TV personalities who seem extremely polished or meticulously manicured. His flipped hair appeared to have been styled in a matter of minutes rather than hours. Without being contrived, his beard gave him a somewhat gruff edge. When combined, the expression conveyed a sense of self-assurance without overt effort. The audience responded favorably to such effortless quality. Despite being a well-known musician worldwide, it helped him feel more approachable and personable. The signature flipped hair during Season 1 of The Voice, Adam Levine's hair became a silent sensation. It was neither very long nor very short. It wasn't molded into position or highly gelled. Rather, it had that easy, slightly disheveled flip that seemed to come easily. Under the intense studio lighting, the look was flawless. It gave his face a timeless yet contemporary frame. His haircut stayed similar from episode to episode, which fans soon noticed. The flipped hair remained a consistent aspect of his appearance, even when he changed his attire. Extreme cuts or vibrant colors weren't the kind of haircut that drew attention. Rather, it was modest yet assured. Adam's on-screen persona was shaped by that understated confidence. Many people started to connect his easygoing hairstyle to his character on the show. Quiet, clever, and a little playful. His coaching method, which frequently struck a balance between humor and sincere encouragement for competitors, was reflected in the style. The stubble that finished off the style Adam's hair first attracted notice, But his stubble was just as significant in determining how he looked in Season 1. It wasn't entirely clean-shaven or had a full beard. It gave him a laid-back, personable edge because it was precisely in the middle. His features were softened and given a bit of roughness by the stubble. It produced a clean yet relaxed appearance on camera. His appeal was largely due to such equilibrium. It didn't seem like he needed a significant makeover to go from the stage to a recording studio. Additionally, the stubble went well with his clothes. His facial hair connected all of his outfits, whether he was wearing a button-down shirt, a leather jacket, or a basic t-shirt. It made him readily recognizable by giving his style uniformity. Fans eventually started to link his stubble to his role as a coach. It was incorporated into the early seasons of The Voice's visual memory. Authentic style without effort, the authenticity of Adam Levine's appearance throughout Season 1 was one of the things that made it stand out. He maintained simplicity in a time when many TV personalities tended toward more stylized looks. He had a natural-looking hairstyle. He had a natural-looking stubble. His wardrobe selections tended to be more traditional and cozy. Viewers could relate to him because of his genuineness. He didn't come across as someone who was attempting to dazzle the crowd with ornate attire. Rather, he resembled himself. The show's idea of emphasizing real talent over appearances was a natural fit with that sense of genuineness. It was evident to viewers that his aesthetic was not exclusively developed for television. It seemed to be a continuation of his existing artistic identity. Relationships with other coaches, Adam's on-screen chemistry with the other coaches was also influenced by his appearance. Each member of the dynamic cast of The Voice Season 1 contributed a distinct energy to the program. Adam's easygoing appearance offered a counterpoint to certain coaches' tendency toward striking attire or dramatic styling. He came across as personable when interacting with competitors and other coaches because of his easygoing manner. His easygoing demeanor contributed to the relaxed vibe, whether he was making jokes with Blake Shelton or supporting a hesitant vocalist. That ease was reflected on the screen. Instead of seeing scripted television situations, viewers thought they were witnessing real discussions. By staying away from anything too gaudy or garish, his appearance bolstered that authenticity. A look that motivated admirers. Fans quickly started to notice and enjoy Adam Levine's approach from Season 1. Comments about his hair and general appearance were all over social media. A lot of people started attempting to pull off the flipped haircut or have a comparable stubble look. He apparently increased the demand for easy, somewhat disheveled haircuts from stylists and barbers. The allure was the appearance's seeming attainable quality. Adam's style was approachable, in contrast to drastic celebrity makeovers. Fans didn't require drastic adjustments or pricey styling products. Confidence and simplicity were crucial. Because of this, his look had greater influence than many highly stylized celebrity looks. The relationship between confidence and style, the confidence behind Adam Levine's appearance contributed to its remarkable quality. Impact is not produced by style alone. What really sets a look apart is the individual's mannerisms. Adam exuded effortless confidence throughout Season 1 of The Voice. He engaged with candidates in an encouraging manner, spoke candidly, and laughed freely. That energy was wonderfully complemented by his stubble and easy hairdo. There was nothing contrived about his appearance. Because of his genuineness, viewers were able to concentrate on his character and mentoring rather than merely his appearance. Instead of being a diversion, the style evolved into an extension of his self-assurance. The presence of cameras and lighting a person's manner on screen is greatly influenced by television production. High-definition cameras and bright studio lighting may either highlight or hide every detail. Adam's appearance from Season 1 was incredibly effective in those circumstances. The flipped hair naturally caught the light, giving it movement and delicate hues. His facial features gained depth from the stubble without being harshly shadowed. When combined, they created a well-balanced look that looked stunning on camera. The way his appearance blended in with the show's visual tone was probably liked by the producers. It looked nice and needed very little adjusting. His changes in appearance over time, many fans still view Adam Levine's appearance from Season 1 as one of the most memorable, even though it changed in subsequent seasons. His style experimented with various hair lengths, facial hairstyles, and wardrobe selections as the show became more well-known. However, there was a certain allure